I think we're good.
Side door opens, our door's working. Did Jody come in? Yeah. The back door is open. There's like a door on the side right there. It's open. So you guys could we didn't. The truck, the center console of the truck's open, and that's where he said he keeps his gun. So. Just for sure. The wife. They just take breaks. Yeah. In their bed. In their bed. I haven't talked to him. Corey's the one that's talked to him.
I don't know who the fuck Corey is.
They've also struck military manufacturer by the owned by the company, a factory owned by the company Raphael in in Kiryat, in the settlement of Kiryat, Hezbollah. استهدفنا منظمات عدوية في العراق. They basically claim they've struck anti-missile defense. What's those things called? Like the Iron Dome kind of things. Basically, to defend the Lebanese people.
Okay, yeah.
Then Hezbollah is also claiming that they've used drones to strike the West Bank, the occupied Palestine as they call it.
Okay. It's my boy Bulk, by the way. You guys should definitely, anybody, check him out. There, I'll get you.
And guys, make sure to hit the likes.
Yeah, hit the like, yo. Yeah. What's up?
So this was Wood Report, and this was
https://www.youtube.com/@bachprecision. Benjamin Netanyahu has been killed in an Iranian strike on their command base in Tel Aviv. Now, they put out a video last night that does look AI-ish. I mean, it looks fake to me. It might be bad comparison, who knows, with Netanyahu.
Those will come out good.
But an Indian reporter got arrested today for yesterday shooting footage out there at the bombing site in Tel Aviv with Netanyahu surveying it. I think Benjamin Netanyahu is probably alive. But regardless, I hope he has not been killed. And those of you out there celebrating the idea that he has been killed, use your brains. Netanyahu is a criminal in my view, very corrupt, 50% approval rating, uses wars to stay in power. But if he actually gets killed, it makes him a martyr. Killing the mullah only unified the Iranians against us. Trump getting shot, crazy year, made Trump more popular. This is just stupid. This is insane. So I see all these people celebrating Netanyahu, ding dong, the witch is dead, the witch, old witch, the witch, ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Probably not even true. But regardless, you understand that Netanyahu, compared to the rest of the Knesset now, is a moderate. And I'm not defending him. But some people say take out Putin. He is a moderate compared to the hardliners. So think second, third, fourth order repercussions out of this. And when Netanyahu, I think, pops up tomorrow live, or at some press conference, just remember that the Iranians engage in propaganda too. And the first casualty of war is truth. But the world-class liars have been the Israelis so far. And they drug us into this war. No matter how you slice it,
They're saying Netanyahu's not dead.
While they talk about criminal referrals to arrest Tucker Carlson from the CIA because he interviews Iranians, that's not being a foreign agent. Having AIPAC run our foreign policy is interesting to Americans.
Folks said that they're hitting
Final report of the evening, more tomorrow
Hezbollah
Sunday.
is
Be sure
hitting
to follow us right here on Extra Real Alex Jones and
missile
the network
launch sites for the Iron Dome
Alex Jones Show. God bless
that were
you all.
located in Lebanon, in Beirut, I think he said.
I had a few gnats. I used ribbon traps. Never
Ooh.
again, lol.
The ribbon traps didn't work so good, or what? Go Boke.
Alright, so there you have Alex. Much more professional as a dude than he's usually known for, though.
You know what's wild?
Guys, hit the likes. I implore you guys to hit the likes. Let's get to
I decided
Oh,
to take them
that's
down and
terrible.
got myself ribbon trapped.
because my haters are definitely hitting the dislikes and doing all sorts of futile but negative stuff.
He's got a
This is
lot of
most
haters.
unnecessary. Fake news alert. Netanyahu assassination claim.
I need to just get some nematodes.
Netanyahu has dismissed circulating social media claims that the Israeli prime minister was assassinated in retaliation for U.S. and Israeli strikes on Iran. When asked for comment, Netanyahu's office responded, "Fake news. Prime Minister is fine." The rumors began spreading
What are
across
nematodes?
multiple platforms amid escalating tensions between Israel,
It's like a
Iran,
bacteria,
and
isn't
the
it?
United States. But no credible sources have confirmed any attack on Netanyahu. As of now, Netanyahu is alive and continuing.
Exclamation mark high stall.
The claim appears to be disinformation spreading online. Stay cautious.
Beneficial insects, I think. Ahoy. Captain Botrix is trying to get a crew together for a treasure hunt. Type heist amount to join.
News that he is dead could be easily pushed by Mossad, so that when Netanyahu shows that he shows up out of nowhere that he's alive and well, untouched, unblemished.
I think it's funny that
is like
some Americans really think that they know
haters,
what people in Iran want
psychological warfare,
without even talking to any of them. It's wild.
and excited that we finally got one of the Israeli
Exclamation mark X candy.
shows up untouched.
You're right? What a scam, dude.
Not only are all the supreme leaders one after the other killed, but Netanyahu himself is.
Iran wants an orange president, I think. Ho ho. Botrix made it back from Blackheart Island with a handful plunder and a tale of plenty. A crew of pirates and raiders check their
Cuba does?
flintlocks and
You know
sharpen
what's
their
crazy?
cutlasses as they disembark for Blackheart Island.
Who would have? Tony never would have
Results.
predicted that. That's all I'm
Botrix,
gonna say.
1,999,999,999,899.
They respawned a whole new generation of players.
Hamas basically going to be an auxiliary from Gaza that the Iranians are.
Oh.
Exclamation mark X baggy.
Israelis were thinking about completely cleaning
Like,
out
where does that figure into everybody's plans?
because
Attacking Iran and Venezuela made Cuba just like
they're going to fight.
surrender.
You could completely turn Gaza into rubble, but as long as there's actual humans,
Yeah, you can't leave the humans.
beings on the ground,
That's right.
you will always have a segment of them willing to take arms against you. So that's why,
Mm-hmm.
you know what's funny?
He's right.
People don't realize this, but when Obama
There are so many options here.
and he's basically
Yeah.
got rid of, even though that guy did every
Sappy.
single thing the Americans wanted from him. Hosni Mubarak
It's definitely not gonna be. It shouldn't be sappy.
installed the Muslim Brotherhood.
You need some letters.
when Obama installed the Muslim
Exclamation mark X Mary.
after the Arab Spring. That
Well, at least
guy,
it's not a Ray.
Morsi, M,
Nice one. That was pretty good.
basically
Harry,
23 in
Larry,
numerology.
Barry. No. Okay, it's not a name. Let's go with something else.
Muslim Brotherhood, Freemason. His job was basically to have the Palestinians settle
No,
in
let's see.
Sinai. But because he wasn't doing it fast enough, they got rid of him and then they put
Worry.
in this strongman Sisi, right? Abdel Fattah Sisi, this military guy. But the Muslim Brotherhood,
Perry.
they were tasked with basically giving away those islands, Tiras and Sanafir, selling them to Saudi Arabia. And then when the time came, open up the Sinai for the expelled Gazans. But
Not like Katie, but sorta.
because the Muslim Brotherhood also in the back room
Exclamation mark X
friends
Perry.
with Iran, right? You look at the Muslim Brotherhood charter, they say that there's no problems collaborating with Shia and all that.
Oh my.
And they do. They feed off each other ideologically and have, you know, what do you call it, pundits. You know, like the Alexander Dugin guy. Like they share ideas and all that. They give each other feedback. Iran and the Muslim Brotherhood. So when where was I going with that? I'm all over the place. Yeah, but basically he didn't do it fast enough, and they were talking to the Iranians behind the scenes. So the Americans had to get rid of him and put in this guy who's a military strongman in Egypt. But I was speaking to this guy, and you might say he's all like conspiracy nut or whatever. But he said
Exclamation mark
that
XPHLTV.
that he told me this. He's an Egyptian guy.
I miss
He said
HLTV.
there will come a time when the Americans they're gonna make an Arabic NATO, and it's gonna be like Saudi and Jordan and like the UAE. Qatar,
Exclamation mark X Perry.
So weird it didn't take it, eh?
and the Americans are gonna use them as ground troops and fight Iran and like while they're fighting Iran, the Egyptians are going to occupy parts of the Middle East, like parts of the Arabian Peninsula.
Exclamation mark X Saint.
And then that will be the beginning of the Greater Israel Project. Like the Egyptian military will work with the Israelis. And he was like talking about this years ago. Let's see if that's going to happen, because for some reason the Egyptians are basically very quiet. They're not really supporting like or saying much about what's happening to the Gulf
first?
countries right now with the bombings and all that. So check this. Mass protests have erupted in Hamas.
Exclamation mark X Bison.
Israeli and Trump-backed Al-Qaeda
Fuge.
president Jolani. Ain't that funny? This guy is the president of Syria. The people who are protesting, like I said, they this is in
Oh man.
a part of Syria that's like 90%, 95% Sunni.
Exclamation mark High Stall.
Is because the Muslim Brotherhood is really strong in there. And
Ahoy.
pushing them
Captain Botrix is trying to get a crew together for a treasure hunt. Type heist amount to join.
while the Al-Qaeda guy, the ex-Al-Qaeda guy, instead of helping the Iranians, he is now
Pause it.
moving troops to the Syrian-Lebanese border to take care of Hezbollah. That just goes to show you whose camp he's in.
Or
right?
pose it,
Who's
however you
he a
spell
sign
that.
of. He's a kind
However
of
you
Trump.
pronounce it.
Trump controls him. Cuba looks like it's ready to be part of the Monroe Doctrine.
Pause it while I go outside if that's cool dog.
You know what's funny? Before the communist basically takeover of Cuba by
Ho
Fidel
ho.
Castro and
Botrix made it back from Black Heart Island with a handful plunder and a tale of plenty. A crew of pirates and raiders check their flintlocks and sharpen their cutlasses as they disembark for Black Heart Island. Results: Botrix, 1,999,999,899.
for their gambling setup.
Exclamation mark I stall.
That's why they created Las Vegas out of nowhere, out of scratch, in the middle of the desert. It's because the communists kicked out all their casinos out of the island. So one of the reasons they're saying Netanyahu is dead, he did not appear in this most recent security briefing. But that could just be part of a lure. This guy got in trouble for snitching on high security military coordinates. This is another person who kind of either accidentally, he's either really stupid or he was paid to do this. He basically gave Israeli coordinates when he wasn't supposed to. His Indian journalist, a Zionist, by the way, I believe there's a lot of Jews in India, right? A lot of Jewish Hindus. The guy who killed Gandhi, for instance, he was a Jewish Hindu. Forgot the name of the sect, but
Exclamation mark X Razit.
like Israelite origins, right? Is Israel let Indian journalist Aditya Raj cover the war, but this clown covered the movements of Netanyahu and telecasted it, and this has led
Exclamation mark Exposit.
and Netanyahu is now untraceable. And then, they arrested him. Because remember I told you, sharing bombings and other critical military data can get you locked up in the Middle East right now. This is a funny song. Ice song. So I found a Charlie Kirk quote that basically goes against this operation, this Trump-backed operation. Charlie Kirk
Exclamation mark X voice.
of last year said, "It's going unnoticed because much other news is happening, but the war drums are beating again in Washington. The warmongers worry this is their last chance to get the white whale they've been chasing for 30 years. An all-out regime change."
YouTube won't let me say I deserve a lashing for going against you.
Catastrophic mistake. Our military stockpiles
Come on, YouTube.
from 3 years of backing Ukraine. Now, Charlie Kirk, he's not just talking out of the blue, right? This is somebody who has access to, like,
Exclamation mark X Stones.
people, or at least their intel, right? So when he makes a tweet like this, it's always backed by real solid data. Our effort to reshore manufacturing has only just begun and will take years to bear fruit. War would worsen our already immense deficit and national debt. Iran is larger than Iraq, Syria, and Afghanistan combined.
Exclamation mark X Boner.
It could easily become a calamity. Thanks to President Trump's restraint during his first term, America has a golden opportunity to pull away from Middle Eastern quagmires for good. We shouldn't throw that opportunity away so that some of these he-has-beens can feel tough by sending young Americans to die yet again.
Exclamation mark X boner.
So a nice article was written about the guy who we've been covering for the last few months, who's threatened and stalked us, among others, Travis Brewer. Portland man arrested on arson allegations moments after appearing in federal court on threat charges. What an incredible ending, or the beginning of the ending. And guys, we appreciate it if you sent us super chats, showed us support by joining our membership, super stickers. You can also PayPal us. The link is all provided on the interface right there on the screen, bottom of my camera. So check this. Iran announces if Netanyahu is still alive, they will continue to pursue him. So they have confirmed that they don't know he's dead or alive. If the criminal Netanyahu and child killer is still alive, we will continue to pursue him. Tucker claims the Israelis want to sink the Americans into a quagmire. Jesse, hopefully I'll make it to Trav's court date as well. Yeah, you're basically my eyes on the ground in
Exclamation mark X pokey.
Jesse, if I'm going to cover Travis, like I'm going to need a primary source. It seems like even the Oregon courts don't want me to be restreaming their proceedings, so I don't know. It's just going to be very challenging without your help. Maybe saw this.
Exclamation mark XTFGHL.
Oh yeah, so this was an interesting thing. Oh, thank you so much, Jesse. God bless you for that. Thank you. Sang-Hoon Lee claims Iran just offered to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, but only if the entire world stopped using the US dollar. This was planned all along. This is a very important update. Please read every word. Everyone is watching the bombs. Everyone is watching the oil price. Nobody is telling you that the real war just moved from missiles to money.
Exclamation mark X hotel.
CNN confirms, citing a senior Iranian official, that Tehran is considering allowing oil tankers through the Strait of Hormuz. But there's only one condition. Every barrel must be traded in Chinese yuan, not dollars, not euros, yuan. Do you understand what that means? The petrodollar system was born in 1974 when Saudi Arabia agreed to price all oil in US dollars. That agreement has governed global energy trade for 52 years. Every barrel of crude on Earth has been denominated in dollars since then. Every central bank on the planet holds dollar reserves because oil requires them. Every country that imports energy must first acquire dollars to pay for it. This system is the foundation of American financial power over the entire world. So Iran just proposed replacing it with yuan for the world's most critical choke point. The Strait of Hormuz carries 20% of global oil. 7 insurance clubs have already closed coverage through the strait. Iran's wounded supreme leader ordered it permanently shut. The US just bombed Kharg Island's military defenses, trying to force it open. And Iran's response wasn't military, it was financial, 100 times more dangerous. Here's why this is the most dangerous sentence of the entire war. China's already the model. 80 to 90% of Iranian crude exports to China settle in yuan. China CIPS payment system processed 175 trillion yuan, which is $24.5 trillion in 2025. And that's up 43% year on year. Since February 28, up to 16.5 million barrels of Iranian crude have already transited through to China under IRGC protection, paid in yuan. So the Iranians have money, while every other nation's shipping is locked out. I think this could be the reason Trump ordered the obliteration of Kharg Island. Kharg Island is basically the main place where Iran processes, refines all its oil. So with the strait basically only allowing Iranian oil that is going to be sold in Chinese yuan, the Iranians would have had cash flow. And the Americans want to starve them, right? So obliterating, decimating this island, Kharg, basically makes Iran closing the Hormuz Strait pointless, right? So he says this, pay very close attention. The entire war is following a script. Step 1, Iran blocks the strait. Step 2, global oil supply collapses. Prices hit $103 plus. We've already hit that. Step 3, the US bombs Iran, trying to force it to open. We're already past that point. Step 4, Iran offers to reopen, but only in Chinese yuan. We are here. Step 5, desperate nations start accepting yuan to survive. He's speaking about like South Koreans, Japanese. Man, when that happens, like, do you think the Americans will allow that? Any like nation that gets desperate and does make a deal like that, you know the Americans are gonna have a word with them behind the scenes and be like, if you dare, you effing dare. Step 6, the dollar loses its monopoly on global energy trade. Step 7, the petrodollar system that has ruled the world since 1974 is dead. They're showing you the explosions. They're not showing you that Iran just launched the most sophisticated attack on the US dollar in modern history. Didn't require a single missile. The bombs aren't the weapon. Hormuz, the strait, is the weapon. The yuan is the weapon. And America walked directly into it. This isn't about oil. It was never about oil. This is about who controls the financial global system for the next 50 plus years. And right now, Iran and China are winning. We'll see about that. Chris, thank you. So this is the video that's been causing all the controversy. So we saw this yesterday. This guy is a anti-ICE, actif organizer.
Dang it. Is that Edmonton? Calgary. Edmonton's worse.
911 for West City. Please, highly upset and feeding. Please.
Yep.
My car was stuck. They just picked me up and just dropped me off somewhere. Who dropped you off?
The police.
Dropped me off here.
Uh-huh. I'm not watching this. Yo, you should see this. This is fucking sick. It's fucked up. They did it to me. They do it to a lot of people. They killed fuck knows how many people.
You just had to recall their real staff blood on us.
It's common knowledge of following TBI, a person can struggle with increased impulsivity, poor judgment, and reduced emotional control. Additionally, survivors often turn to substances to cope with pain, boredom, cognitive decline, depression, or loss for their former life. So them playing like that young man's death was completely unrelated to his injuries is absolutely unbelievable. Well, that's what they do. I think they figured out how to make people forget shit, too, with this fucking traumatic brain injury bullshit.
After he throws Danny to the ground, you see him walking around, and he is obviously agitated. I imagine in his mind he's saying, how am I going to get myself out of this one? So I'm going to close this door, take these photos. Here comes the sergeant. I want him to see that I'm worried that I have this guy's blood on me. My opinion of all of this is obviously...
You can't see the blood because they're wearing these dark fucking uniforms.
But there are things
by the way.
that are right there that make him look extremely guilty, I think.
I was pretty angry like the first time I walked inside the courtroom, watching this guy just lying and
Those look like my cops.
he thinks he can get away with it. You should.
Fuck cops.
So I'll do a little speed test for you on the Wi-Fi.
This might just be the most charming little castle in Europe, and it has everything you'd expect. 5 towers,
Yeah.
dungeon, and an arcaded Renaissance courtyard. However, beyond the obvious, it also features some highly unusual symbolism, including abstract carved plaster murals found even on the inner walls of the parapets. And more than 2,700 square meters of this artwork covers the estate. From a distance, it looks beautiful, but upon closer inspection, the patterns begin to feel almost like the illustrations of insanity. Yet the bigger symbolic mystery lies within the Divine Tower, a consecrated space so exquisitely decorated that some believers claim it resembles a missing chapel fragment from the Vatican. And at the center of this deeply religious chamber is something no one expects: a full cycle of the zodiac, rendered in a sacred space where it seemingly doesn't belong. That zodiac has been here for hundreds of years. So join me as we find out what's inside the castle. But first, the history. Before there was ever a castle, there was a family quickly climbing Poland's noble hierarchy. They began as regional landowners, but through military service, royal favor, and advantageous marriages, they gained wealth and status to the point that they required architectural design to validate their standing to the world. But to understand the deeper story, I met up with a local expert.
During the times of Marcin Krasicki, the castle served not only as a defensive castle, but also as a grand residence, because he was a very powerful man. And he was the one who introduced all the decoration of natural for the fluid.
I gotta click here 18 times a day. Ridiculous. Nice. Wow, why do these poor guys get in the middle just to be innocent victims? Nice. Good one. Huh. I was thinking people in their words.
So we don't need violence tonight. Let's keep it chill. Oh, tonight? Any night, as far as that goes, man. So you changed your ways then? I'm trying to change everybody's ways, if you haven't noticed. Can you please go? No, me and this guy can talk. Me and this guy can fucking talk. Fuck you, Brian. Fuck you, Brian. You fucking pussy. You're a fucking bitch, bro. You're a bitch, bro. Oh, I'm so don't touch me. Is that all you can say? Don't touch me. You're a fucking pussy, bro. You're a fucking bitch, bro. If you want to get some ones, I'll be right over here, bro. You ain't no badass patriot. You ain't no patriot. You ain't no patriot, bro. Where's your boy Tommy at? Where's your boy Tommy at? Yeah, fuck you, asshole. You're a fucking punk ass bitch. You're a punk ass bitch, bro. You're gonna get yours, bro. Just wait. What's up, bro? I'm gonna see you. That's fine, de-escalate, but I'll fuck you up, Brian. Fuck you, bitch. You fucking pussy ass motherfucker. You fuck with the wrong people, Brian. You fuck with the wrong people, bro. You also grab my fucking heart by the fucking hair, bitch. Yeah, he's gonna get fucked up. You fucking pussy. You fucking pussy. All of your footage. What footage? We're on here, not videoing and filming. Oh, where's your phone, Don? Where's your phone? You're not filming anymore? Oh my god.
There's dono and everything, huh? Every single thing. Shut up. The Leaf Army sends its regards. What is this? SignMyRocket.com? What? They load it up and they fire it off. Leaf Spring Army, the name of this community. Ospreys are fucking amazing, hey? $37? Ooh. At least above zero. Holy fuck. That fucking B2. B1? That thing. No, not that one. The bigger one. There's the USA flag too? Like what the hell?
Hello everyone, I'm the Enforcer and I'm accompanied by Enforcer Matt.
And good evening folks, it's Enforcer Matt, and welcome back to day 1481 of the War News Stream, and we have a special midday stream for you all today, of course, and we are seeing some very big news breaking out. We are seeing that U.S. airstrikes are escalating on Iran amid Iranian retaliation against the Gulf states. We've also seen that Taiwan is now warning of a massive Chinese incursion near the island, and also Moscow's reporting...
Oh, right on. China's getting in here. This is great. This is good. China should definitely do whatever they can right now. World War III. It's only World War III if they fight each other. If the whole world's at war, it doesn't count. When China and America start shooting at each other, that'll be trouble.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Trump used Tucker Carlson to kill Khamenei? Really? How?
This is the final installment.
They were fighting horribly, and they're just absolutely abusing Darcy. Like seeing another woman be. They were fighting
Yeah,
horribly,
okay.
and they're just absolutely abusing Darcy.
Are they?
They were fighting horribly, and.
Okay, can you stop doing this?
Absolutely abusing Darcy. Like seeing another woman be abused. I wasn't provided a bed for most of the tour. I slept in the RV in a little nest, but there was no mattress, so I just had a sleeping bag, which was very painful on my body.
You were being punished for not giving them what they wanted.
Pretty much, because I didn't get involved in the orgies. Like basically, I was like, oh man, I just want to sleep in a bed. My body hurts. Like playing the bass for 3 hours.
Hey, buddy.
The
How you doing?
beams are heavy.
That's good.
The crown is heavy.
Need some water?
Your body
Okay.
hurts. It's, lugging. I have a 30-inch rib cage, and at a point I weigh 102 pounds. Holding that bass for 3 hours and playing and singing, my body hurt. And so, one time I was like, I just want to sleep in a bed, and there's just not the money. You can sleep in the RV, but we're all going to stay in the hotel, and there's no bed for you again. But you can come sleep with us, and we're at the casino, and they're high like height.
That's
And
wild.
the amount of drugs these people are dealing
Hungry?
is absolutely just.
You want pancake or
There's no sobriety.
What? I want waffles.
You know.
You want waffles? Okay. Why'd you say no? I don't know. Buddy.
It was a complete
Okay,
bait
why
and
did you
switch.
do that?
I want to know from each of you.
You say yes, I do
the
want
moment
waffles.
that you're like, I'm out.
Okay.
What's that for each of you?
the moment that I decided that I had had an absolute enough was a night that, again, there was no hotel. We were all in the RV. Courtney, Corey, and Darcy. Marissa and Jimena get a hotel room because, as I'm told, there's restrictions. You know, basically they have people that will come after Corey and I don't. They represent consequences, I don't. And they were fighting horribly, and they're just absolutely abusing Darcy. And it was seeing another woman be abjectly abused. Like seeing another woman be abused woke me up. All of a sudden, like the lull of like, I started to like, I just woke up, and I was like, this is what they do. And I didn't sleep that night. And Darcy comes out after, like, I mean, the door slamming, you fucking bitch, you whore, get the fuck out of the bed. I mean, it's absolutely horrible. It's horrible what these women, what these people are saying to this poor woman. And, like, she comes out, and I look at her and I say, hey, I'm going to go inside the lobby of the hotel. I need to get some coffee. I haven't been able to sleep all night. And she comes in to the lobby after me, and I tell her, I was like, you're in an abusive relationship. These people do not care about you. They do not love you. And I said, you need to get out. And I said, I'm leaving. I cannot. I think that they waited to really expose me to that because they knew that if I had seen the abuse any sooner, I wouldn't have done that first leg of the tour. And then, you know, that was my wake-up call. And then all of a sudden, I really started processing. Once I got, you know, out and away, I started processing, like, the girl at the club, and then, like, how they controlled.
What did you not see before?
I think I didn't process, like, I clocked it. That girl didn't want anything to. She looked past Courtney, like, do not talk to me. She looked like somebody who had been traumatized. And I thought it was weird, but like I said, I was just on autopilot. I didn't process it. Looking back, I think all the should have, would have done, but until you're in it, do you know that like you're just surviving. And then
say that he would basically in passing say that I passed their name through the Hollywood circuits and their name is mud. I'm gonna blackball them, and I thought this could happen to me. But the main undercurrents for me was we had our first tour stop was in Vegas, and I told you I don't party, and he and I were just in the thick of it, always get into it. We were having yelling matches on stage.
Are you gonna go up there? Oh, you are. Ooh, wear a hat.
And this is chipping away at my
definitely wear a hat.
More at my integrity.
He wouldn't do what he wanted.
Exactly.
I only just realized you said you were going out.
So I was gonna leave after New York City, but again, no, everyone wasn't ready again. And then we got to we got to Raleigh, North Carolina. My parents drove up 2 hours to see the show, something that they haven't ever done with any of the bands I've been in the past, and this was a huge thing for me. But I had told them on, when we would fill up on gas for the bus, I was telling them what was happening. I was telling them, along with lawyers, I was contacting, hey, I gotta get out of this NDA, I gotta get out of the contract. And they were like, okay, well, why don't you and the girls come to our hotel room? My dad was like, I'll step out. Your mom will stay with the girls. They'll take showers, and they can, we'll talk, and you can see if you want to stay. I'll get you girls hotel rooms, and then you leave in the morning. We'll put you on a flight back to LA, all of you, or wherever you want to go. And we got done with that gig, got to the hotel, took showers.
Minus taxes.
And on the way back to the bus, the girls weren't ready to go. For some reason, everybody wasn't ready, and it just kept happening. And
What in the hell?
If I left, being 9, 10, 11 years older than the youngest member of the band, I would literally regret that my whole life, and I knew I would. I literally became so angry at the situation because I knew I had to get out of there. I felt very trapped. I felt very much like everything closed in on me and there was no escape. And nobody was seeing the reality. People that were on that bus, one person in the band they thought it was part of a joke. They thought I was being negative. They thought I was being not going with the flow. I'm, causing problems. I was made to be the scapegoat when I was like, no, none of this is okay. Why is no one seeing this as okay? I had already hurt my back on the tour, lifting an amp because he dismissed the loaders, and
We never
nobody.
had loaders.
Yeah.
We never had loaders, not even on my leg. That
Exactly. And nobody thought it was that big of a
1.2% unknown. What is that?
skinny, starved, sleep-deprived women.
Here, I couldn't lift anything. I could barely play my violin with the left side. I had KT. You can see it.
61 cents of unknown money.
It's KT tape.
They don't know where I made 61 cents from.
Wouldn't allow me to go to a CVS, a Walgreens, anything around the country in those stops to go get tape. So our bus driver, when he's supposed to go back to the hotel,
Wow.
was going to get
$6.66 in memberships and $28.44 in gifted memberships from February to March. That fell off.
Feelings of the fact that maybe because people weren't taking it so seriously, I should have left them. I felt like I was looking.
Everybody quit.
And then at the end of the day,
it's alright.
No one checked in on me. No one was, except the bus driver. No one was making sure I was okay, and it was infuriating. I literally, I lost some professionalism as well because I was like, wow, well, he wanted to do sound checks, and he would literally just, be on his little hoverboard instead of us running through a song that he wanted to add to the list. And my professionalism as a musician is we have to run through the song, and he would dismiss me. So that was the undercurrents.
You didn't leave that night, but you left shortly after, yeah?
No, I saw through the whole tour, and then it was pretty much. I hurt my back.
I'm just gonna quit looking at that. I don't care. I don't make money off YouTube.
Went through New York City where he abandoned myself.
It's gonna remove my bank card right off of there. It's just gonna make my life difficult.
Year 1959, and I met 2006 on Xbox playing Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon. There you go.
Ghost Recon, buddy. Hey Boots, what's up?
I came into this topic thinking that it was probably
So regular waffle?
like complete hogwash. That there was no such thing as non-human aliens visiting us from another planet. But I was open to the possibilities. Now I know for sure that there's something that's happening. I'm not eliminating the possibility that it could be China. But I am for sure and certain that there is a form of really advanced physics or an area of physics that we have never seen, a level of technology that we do not have the capabilities of, and it's almost terrifying. The last revelations that I have seen is whether it's China or it's either way, it's an ontological shock.
The revelations that you have seen that the American public has not been allowed to see, is that correct?
I would say yes.
Thank you for your honesty. I really appreciate it. Just last question.
Well, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
You don't want to serve, right?
No.
Keep going.
That's crazy.
Okay. Last question I have is, should
Not even a $20 can of maple syrup?
with whistleblowers reveal crimes that have been committed relating to the cover-up of UAP, if we know and can prove that there were mortal crimes related to UAP, should George Knapp and I release that? Should we tell?
Absolutely. I'm all about transparency, and I think if you've got information, you should be released.
Yeah, it'll be
by name.
On the way in a minute, okay?
Yeah, if you have proof that an individual has committed a crime.
Publicly?
Yeah, I mean, you're the press. That's why we need the fourth estate. So,
what is the next step for this disclosure thing that we're experiencing?
We have several next steps. One is we just sent a letter to Pete Hegseth Tulsi,
Oh, that's where
to
they say where
Chris Wright,
charger is.
and to
Yeah, you just gotta wait for that to heat up.
I'm blanking, but
Oh, welcome
so
back.
we just sent a letter signed by myself and many other members of Congress.
I had a Yeti cup.
And basically reiterating what the president has said. And
I had a beautiful Yeti cup.
For a disclosure to members of Congress.
You probably remember it.
I gave them a list of files.
It was purple, it was double height one. It was beautiful.
That we gave them the names and the dates of these files. And I have people who are monitoring.
Yeah, they work. They work so good, man. I had a cup of coffee in mine for, I think it must have been like 4 hours, and it was still fucking steaming hot.
Files that I assume you obtained from journalists or people.
Those things are remarkable.
Allegedly, and you want to see them, and so you're monitoring right now if they get deleted before you're given access. Is that what you're saying?
I have someone monitoring.
You never. Oh.
And you were given a list of videos.
You need one of those cups. They're so good. They're way better than the thermos.
Yes. From journalists and the UAP disclosure.
I mean, clearly you know that.
We've got a list.
That is so.
For cold, I don't know.
And I'm gonna get more. I've spoken with a recent individual who's.
But it's got to be good.
Who reached out to me that's giving me a bigger list.
Yeah.
Of photos, and I'll be
Yeah.
I'll be sending another letter as soon as I get that.
Amazing. So it is like.
I think mine was like a 12 or 16 ounce.
If Lua Lozano, are they worthy of
His mom.
trust to the best of your knowledge?
Yeah.
I guess she deserves it.
I don't think anybody. I've yet to. I've had one individual that I'm pretty confident is lying to me. Most people are not lying.
Who's lying?
I don't want to say because I don't want to create an enemy here.
Should the press, meaning me and George and others, put out the UFO videos that we may have obtained over the decades, as long as they don't hurt national security, should we put it all out and let people see as much as we can do without harming national security?
Absolutely, Jeremy. I mean,
How do they know what hurts national security exactly?
I think the American public expects you to release it.
I have a duty.
Navy blue? Oh.
Yes.
Oh, the nice dark blue? Yeah.
The intelligence agencies.
Mine was like maroon.
Of the secrets, whoever they might be.
Okay, that's George Knapp. Who's this guy? That's that alien guy. And the middle guy is probably an alien.
Various sites, talk to people at various secret sites.
He's something. He's a weirdo.
What do you think the chances are that you'll get information that would sort of confirm what your suspicions are, in light of how good these folks are at hiding things, including hiding them from Congress?
That's a good question. I don't really think that. I think that the odds are not very good that they're going to pull a curtain and show me an alien or some kind of craft. But I do think that it's worth going to these locations to at least understand the narrative, understand the context of all of the stories and narratives that we've heard, and then kind of piece together and say, well, if I don't see something here, maybe there is something that explains that this is a good location where if you were going to have a laboratory or you were doing biologics, this clearly would be a great location. And at least it might validate some of the stories, right?
Okay.
So I think that there's value in it going there, even knowing that it's likely that they're going to move things before I get there.
You want crispy?
What are the chances that you would actually could be discouraged from pursuing it further? Say you go to location A, B, and C. The people there all tell you the same thing. That's a crazy myth. Here's what we've been doing. People have confused it with UFOs, and it's all a bunch of nonsense created by these crazies online. Is there a point where they could actually, they're really good at changing perceptions and in occasionally misleading Congress. Any chance they could discourage you or other members from thinking that this is real, that there's something worth pursuing?
You only got so much time to deal with this, and so much you can't dedicate 100% of your time on this topic. But I do think, for me, I'm just observing error Ichiro, for
gonna
example,
goop out
Mark
everywhere.
Kirkpatrick, whenever I met with him,
You hear it?
a lot of people have differing opinions about him. But what I picked up was that they had become discouraged themselves.
Oh, it's
That
everywhere.
at least that's what they
everywhere.
relayed to me in not so many words. That they followed up on a lot of leads, didn't get anywhere.
You can't drip on there, buddy.
I don't want to become like that. I don't want to let it get to me. Which generally in politics I've not let things get to me.
It's cooking it.
And
that's how
so I will just continue to be that happy warrior trying to look for whatever.
Hopefully it cooks enough and it comes out of there easy. Looks like it's kind of lifting that lid up. I read that pretty quick. Not ready yet? I hate these pants. I don't know why I'm wearing them. You sure you don't want... Can I put syrup on this one? No. Maybe I won't give you that one. You not ready yet? Come on. You gotta be close to ready yet. How did it take so long? Hey? What on earth? Well, on the plus side, you know what? We won't run out of waffles. Not for a minute. Not today. Buddy, I cannot even. I'm so sorry. You ready yet? Yeah. Why did it beep? Oh, it's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. That's why it didn't beep. It doesn't even beep. Oh, that does. It clicks, right? Yes. I don't want a Ferrari.
So apparently, dude, this game, Slay the Spire 2. Oh my god. It's like super popular. I didn't even know this.
Okay. How does this keep happening? Here we are yet again with another indie game releasing in the same week on the same day as a highly anticipated AAA release, though the type of anticipation widely depends from person to person, and it comes out and it just absolutely crushes them.
Yes.
Slay the Spire 2 has had 7 times the amount of players as Marathon.
7 times. That's sad.
Now, I'm not going to sit here and try to tell you guys that I think that Marathon is some failure. I think that the game did within expectations of most games.
It was alright.
Can I give you some syrup?
It was not
No.
it was not
Sure?
Concord
Man,
3.
you're gonna want it.
Now it might end up at Concord 3, but it's not there yet.
Problem
For whatever
is,
reason, these waffles are
Marathon
coming out
isn't
crispy.
most games. It's one of Sony's biggest bets.
Super
It's coming
crispy.
from a studio that's behind some of the
Eat
most
this part of
prolific
Concord
first-person
crispy.
shooters in the entire industry. It's got a ton of money and a ton of marketing behind it. A whole lot of marketing. The real question is going to come down to whether or not this is enough for Sony. Whether or not this is the number that Sony was looking for.
Yeah.
These 2 games have had a lot of people talking. A lot of people are using it as an opportunity to slam Marathon, showing that this is the way, this game has totally failed.
Yeah.
On the other end of that, you have people that are deflecting, trying to say that the 2 games are not comparable because, well, they're just not the same. And I've also seen a lot of people try to write off Slay the Spire 2's success as just another roguelike. What I think
They should have made just another roguelike. That's all you have to do. So you just make a roguelike video game and it gets 500,000 players? Wow, that's crazy. I guess every single roguelike gets 500,000 players. Jesus, who thinks of this?
All this discussion does is ignore some really incredibly important questions.
Come on.
Who is playing these 2 games?
Yeah.
Why are they choosing one over the other? And what are they chasing? That's what we're going to find out today.
Yeah, about right.
The last couple of weeks, honestly, the last couple of months have been kind of insane for games. There's been plenty of drama that we'll be getting into, but man, gamers have been genuinely eating so good recently. We need to
7 years.
Certainly allowed to eat it.
It's been in Team Ninja games for 7 years. You get hit by the same overhead slam.
Oh, yeah, that
For
seems
your
like
binding of Isaac,
coming out
even
waffles all
Requiem,
day.
which, man, that game has just been so good. I just finished my second playthrough.
That's bad.
We also got a steady stream of information coming out around Crimson Desert, and honestly, it looks like the game's actually going to be delivering on its promises, and man, if it does, oh boy,
The
that's
promise
going to be a
of it's
problem.
going to be the
Now
best
we
game
have
ever
March,
ever.
and Pokemon Pokopia launches.
Here, let me give you guys some advice. If you want a low
There's
maintenance
another waffle.
girlfriend, you should date a girl that plays Pokemon and likes to play and get into Pokemon games. The reason
Yeah.
why is that they are already conditioned into accepting the absolute bare minimum, the lowest quality, and the worst possible outcome that they could ever have. They continually stick with it for 20 years. So if you want a girlfriend that's low maintenance,
Find one that plays Pokemon.
go to the Pokemon section and find one of those.
Genuinely a good Pokemon game, PlayStation launches Marathon, which seems to have found an audience that genuinely enjoys it. But the player numbers definitely leave a lot of questions on the table. Questions
Melissa
that
likes
get a
Pokemon.
lot louder when on the exact same day, it is entirely eclipsed by Slay the Spire 2.
Yeah.
The comparison of these two games flooded social media almost immediately. Marathon peaked at about 88,000 concurrent players. It lost momentum over the weekend, something that we normally don't see, and it never broke over 80K again. Slay the Spire 2, however, launched to over 175,000 players, and it kept climbing day after day, eventually hitting a peak of 570,000 concurrent players. It is now the 20th most played game in Steam history.
Come on.
These are
Oh,
absolutely
waffle.
absurd numbers. Now, I've seen a lot of people trying to estimate how many copies
Come up
Marathon
with
has
the waffle
sold. That's
already,
the game that
Machine.
most people are the most curious about right now. And, well, most of the
Somebody's
math that I've
asking.
seen
If you extrapolate,
has been pretty flawed, with people overcomplicating
Yeah, you're
it
done.
more than they need to. The simplest way for you guys to be able to gauge how a game is done is just look for a game with similar launch performance and see what that studio reported. Marathon peaked at around 88,000 concurrent players, and the closest comparable across all platforms is actually Dragon Age the Veilguard, which...
That is wild, buddy.
actually had more players.
I promise you, this thing was on 3. I don't know why these waffles came out extra 50.
1.5 million players at
Ah.
launch, whatever that means, but
I find that to be an overestimation because Dragon
crazy.
Age Veilguard was free, I think, with like.
Well, that's that. If you need more, let me know and I'll make it, okay?
And also, players is not sales. So
Dragon Age sucks.
there's a reason
That game is
players and not sales.
goddamn terrible.
Compare it, like I would say, how many copies has Marathon sold?
What?
It's an everyday battle. This is a massive problem that we have.
What?
But our entire country.
Well, dozens of missing children from all across Southern California are safe tonight after what authorities say was a major crackdown in the fight against human trafficking. We learned all of the children ties to Riverside County. NBC4's Chrissy Constance
What?
about the rescues and how the public's health can really
You guys got 40 missing kids?
That's right, Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco tells us this was a week-long operation called Safe Return, where he said it was both federal and state partners coming together because according to the sheriff, he says this operation was just too big.
In the end, it came down to we knew that we had to get help because we didn't have enough personnel to hit this many locations at the same time all throughout Southern California. All of the kids had something to do with Riverside County. They were missing from Riverside County.
More than 50 missing minors were identified, and 37 of them were
Bro!
people were arrested. And according to the sheriff, there are no pictures, no video of this operation because of the sensitivity of the crime. The sheriff tells me
Mexican
that
kids.
all of these missing children, they were found in Northern California, Nevada, and Arizona.
So the way human trafficking works and why we're unique is, I don't want to say